Hello. Hello. Apologies for the late start. My internet did not want to cooperate. Welcome to the stream. That was annoying. So I was mostly on time and I went live and then heckin' my connection started going up and down and up and down and up and down. So I'm like, okay, easy enough. I'll just, restart my router and restart my computer. No problem. Didn't work. So I did it several times and now it's working. I think maybe what ultimately did it is I restarted my router and then restarted my computer. I'm looking at the frickin'... My connection's green, but my Wi-Fi only has 2 bars now. It's working. That's ironic because before it had 4 bars and it was dropping the connection, so... I don't know what's going on. As long as it stays green, we're good. Crossing my fingers that nothing breaks anymore. If it breaks again, I'm probably just gonna end for the day and do something else. I don't know. Goddamn Australian internet. And it was fine yesterday. I don't know what happened. Maybe that cockroach I ran into last night messed up my internet or something. Okay, yes. So we're going to play Fire Emblem today. It's been a while. So I have been thinking about how to handle the DLC essentially, because there's a bunch of DLC maps that we haven't done. And I'm thinking I want to wait until next week before we start tackling them, because the next wave of DLC, which has the last 2 DLC emblems, is coming out next week already. So I figure if I wait until next week, then we can try and knock them all out in one big go. So we're just gonna focus on the main story for today, and then, yeah, next week we'll do the DLC. Yeah, that's about all I had to say before the stream. Oh, I almost forgot to turn it off of sub mode only. Almost forgot. Sub only mode is off. There. Now as long as you're following for a bit, you can indeed chat. That was awkward. Anyway, let's go over to the game. Let me just quickly do this to resync the audio. Alright, here is the Oasis. I'm watching my connection like with like an eagle eye. Because I'm just like, oh, please don't drop again. Got a relay ticket. I think that's for... All right. We were going to look at the blacksmith, weren't we? Welcome.
Here's how the smithy works.
I think I can turn the capture audio up a little. Trade materials and gold to strengthen your weapons at the smithy. Improve or upgrade your weapons by refining and engraving them. Alter a weapon by engraving it with the power of an emblem. Each emblem can be applied to one weapon at a time. You can also exchange one type of refining material for another. Okay. So like if we were to, for example, take this steel sword, so we could just upgrade it using stuff. Why do I play strategy games? This is like... This is why I feel like I'd like Advance Wars, honestly. Because it's the strategy without the RPG. I don't know why this is going over my head though, because like I do play RPGs as well. But I guess strategy RPGs are a different beast. Hello Theo, welcome, welcome. Just looking at this like, what? I know Rai said I should look at this stuff, but I'm just looking at it and my eyes are just glazing over, like it is not going in. I missed the old Fire Emblems when none of this was a thing and you just like, buy a weapon, that's the weapon. Well, we'll probably be fine. If we really start struggling, we can mess around with this stuff.
I'll be here.
I don't know. I probably should mess around with that stuff in order to, like, you know, not be falling behind where the game expects me to be, but, like... I don't know. Maybe I'm still half asleep and that stuff's just not going in yet. However, we do want to... Because we got war funds, right? Oh, we can donate to Illusia as well? Well, we're in Solm at the moment, so we might as well donate to Solm. Alright. Actually, do I have... Because Rai said, like, the optimal way to do things, yeah, was to just class up as soon as you can, which... It's not normally how I do things, but apparently that's the way we're supposed to. I don't know, part of me just wants to ignore all the advice and play it the way I would normally play it, even if it means I end up struggling a little. Screw it. Who needs advice? Just play how you want to. I'm just gonna do how I normally do it, even if it means I feel a little dumb for doing it. Oh? What was that? Was that a paralog or was that one of the DLC Emblem maps? Yeah, a bunch of dudes. Bunch of dudes. Yeah. So this one is the main story. Chapter 13. Now if we go all the way back around the world... Went through FF7 Remake without doing anything in terms of armor and upgrades. Yeah, but also you were layering it with tons of mods, and it's also like a game that you've played before, even though it was like the remake of that game. This is something I'm playing through for the first time. Plains of Swift Winds. Let me just check one of the DLC ones to see if like it labels them differently. So if we go around this way, it's a little island. Oh, I didn't mean to... What? Oh, this takes us actually on... Ah, Divine Paralogs. Okay, so Divine Paralogs are the DLC ones. Which means... that the one we just unlocked... is not a DLC one, and we're going to ignore this in the main story for a little longer. So does that mean this one up here is also... Oh, are these the heckin'... I think these are the... So, because this one popped up at the same time as the Divine Paralogs, I thought this was one of the DLC ones, but I'm thinking now that maybe this is one of the Bond ones or something. Where, like, you battle against the emblems. Ah yes, a place of significance to Emblem Lucina. Here the Divine Dragon will face an important trial. Okay. Makes sense. So I guess we're gonna ignore the main story for a bit.
I feel a magical power here.
This appears very similar to Arena Ferox. Most curious.
Arena Ferox is the place from Fire Emblem Awakening, Lucina's game. It's where you fight her for the first time before she reveals herself as Lucina.
Ferox. That's a place from your world, right?
It's also a stage in Smash Bros.
Yes. Ferox is a kingdom divided by east and west, with a militaristic Khan overseeing each. Every so many years, a fighting tournament is held to determine which Khan will rule them all. Arena Ferox is where I cross swords with my father.
Oh look, she's explaining everything I just explained.
He taught you swordsmanship, yes? It must have been an interesting, if fierce bout.
Yes, it was a hard fight. He had no idea who I was and held nothing back. He'd trained me well, but that fight was when I first saw just how strong my father really was. That must be precisely why this familiar place was chosen as a trial ground.
Trial ground? What does that mean?
We each feel the extraordinary power here. Tell me what it feels like deep down.
It's almost like I'm sensing your power, but also like you're far away.
Well then, draw your weapon. Fight me. If you pass the trial, our bond will grow stronger. With a stronger bond, you will be able to draw upon more of my power as an emblem.
I hope I can learn as much in this arena as you did.
That's good to hear. However, it's going to require more than hope for you to win this battle.
You're going to be surprised if you think I'm only bringing hope to this fight.
That's the spirit.
Ellie here. Just say the name. Sick of these goddamn not avatars. Just say the goddamn name. Now let's scope this out, see what level these guys are. Perhaps it'll be a little too strong for us at this point. We only get 6 people. Or at least they should have kept the default. Yeah. Let me take a look. What are we looking at? Oh, they're promoted classes. They're all promoted classes. Aside from him. Aside from these guys, but they're high level, non-promoted. Why do you have a bow? It's still so weird to me that heckin' Lucina is just associated with bows for no real reason. Okay, so we have 2 berserkers to worry about. Oh, but we have stairs. there might be reinforcements. And we only get 6 dudes. And no one's from... I think we're going to leave this for a bit later. Maybe after I bite the bullet and finally actually promote some of my dudes. Okay, so we'll come back to the trial grounds another time. For now, let's actually progress the main story. Like I said we were going to in the first place. God, it's almost 10 and we haven't even started our first map.
Divine One, Royals of the Three Kingdoms, welcome to Solm Palace. I'm Sephoria, the Queen of Solm.
It's an honor to meet you, Queen Sephoria.
And you. Really, it's a treat. And a surprise. I never expected Fogado to bring the Divine Dragon here. Out of everything he's done on his outings, this is the most impressive.
I was just doing what any prince would do for his queen.
That's mom to you. My son tries to act so cool, so detached. Anyway, those introductions when you arrived, there were a lot of them. First you, Divine One, and then the Firenese, Brodian, and Elusian royalty. Quite the guest list. I was so overwhelmed, I nearly fell off my throne.
You have my apologies. We're here about a very important matter.
Right, I finished my tea. You will no longer see me awkwardly going during the dialogue.
Yes, you said. Fell Dragon Sombron's return. I had no idea all that was happening. And he created those creatures, That explains why they're so vicious.
But your palace hasn't been attacked by the corrupted? Or Elusian forces?
Oh, it has. We got rid of them.
I see. You got rid of them. Wait. Really? All of them?
I was waiting for that. It's like, yes, I see. What?
You seem surprised.
I'm impressed. But certainly glad no one's breached the palace.
I'm sorry to hear the other countries are having a harder time of it. And Queen Lumera... I visited her in Lethos many times. She was always very gracious. Naturally, the Queendom of Solm stands with you in your war against the Fell Dragon.
Thank you. On that note, I have a request. The Ring of the Radiant Hero, which was entrusted to Solm. May I take it?
Of course. I'll get it right away. Wait. Where was it again?
Yeah, okay.
I haven't seen it for a while. Shadow, do you know where the ring might be?
Yeah, remember when we had all those intense moments of the story where everything went to shit and we had to run away? And now we're back to this.
No clue. Maybe it's in the doodad drawer?
Please, wait here a moment.
Yeah, okay.
Oh! Okay.
The doodad drawer. Has it been lying around in a musty cupboard this whole time?
This is one of the strongest emblem rings. I don't know what to say.
You know what? I just remembered. Tamara took it with her.
Tamara?
My sister. Also the crown princess.
She's set to inherit my crown. And like Fogado, she's always out doing who knows what. To be fair, I acted the same when I was young. Anyway, she's been gone for days.
Probably on a camping trip. Oh, that sounds great right now.
These people.
So it's true. The Crown Princess and Prince aren't around much.
And she doesn't know when they'll be back.
We can look for Princess Tamara. Do you have any idea where she might be?
I think she was heading to the southern desert, in which case she'd set up camp in the oasis.
It's difficult for me to balance the audio levels because, like, the voices seem like they're, like, just going by the audio bars on OBS. The voices seem like they're way louder than the music. So if I adjust the audio levels with the music in mind, then the voices end up being too loud. And if I adjust it with the voices in mind, then the music's too quiet.
All right then, we'll head there.
You know, a trip to the oasis is just what I need. I'll pack my things.
Yeah, actually, Mom, how about you stay put?
Oh, all right. You kids go on without me. If you find Tamara, do summon the Emblem, will you? I'd love to meet him. Be careful. It's already getting dark out.
Come on, everyone. I'll lead the way.
This meat is gonna hit the spot! I hope you're hungry for fun, cause that's what's on the menu first!
Who is she speaking to?
And now, an exclusive performance from the one and only Tamara!
Who is she speaking to? There is no one else in this scene. Ma'am? Ma'am, there was no one else around that campfire. Who are you talking to?
I'll be performing my favorite song with my backup singers, Marin and Panette.
Where are they? Oh, all of a sudden they're here.
As am I.
But still, who are you speaking to? If they're your backup singers, who are you performing for?
Hope you remember the words. And a 1 and a 2. Meat, meat, meaty meat, meat.
Yeah, okay.
What have we here? A bunch of pretty birds squawking away in the night? Ha! Cheap, cheap.
Oh, hey, they got the twin bandits archetype.
Cheap, cheap is right. But
They're
there's
cheap and
nothing cheap
punchy.
about the ring that one has. Let's grab it.
Meaty, meaty, ah yeah. Meaty, meaty,
Ma'am! Ma'am!
Hey, hey! Quit your con!
Who are you two?
Okay, she's stopped. She's stopped singing about meat. Thank you, bandits.
Come on! Wake up! What do you think? We're bandits! Bandits!
And what do bandits do? Take stuff, like your fancy ring there. Give it.
Oh.
Oh? Oh? That's all? You're in trouble. Really in it. Right now.
In it and surrounded by it. We've got
Nicest
monsters.
bandits ever.
Big fans of ours. These two
Big
and
fans
way
of
more.
ours.
So, we asked nicely, but you had to make us mad. Now, we'll do this our way.
Oh no.
I saw a bonfire. That's gotta be her.
What were those strange sounds?
Tamara and her friends singing.
Oh. Sorry.
Don't worry about it. People call them the Racket of Solm for a reason. Weird that they stopped. An attack, you think?
Let's get over there and find out.
Oh no.
Tamara!
Oh, hey, Fagato.
So, you're Princess Tamara. Nice to meet you.
Don't tell me. You're the Divine Dragon, right?
Oh damn, she actually knew. Meanwhile, Fagato had no idea.
Fagato wouldn't have come here unless he found you first.
He wouldn't have... What?
Not important. We've got bigger stakes to roast. Have to deal with these bandits for a start. It'd really help if you could use your summoning powers on this ring.
The Ring of the Radiant Hero.
I've always wanted to meet the person who lives in here. Can you make that happen?
All right.
Great! And a 1, and a 2.
Fight on! Emblem of Radiance!
Here he comes. It's the Smash Bros, man. And despite representing Path of Radiance, he's in his Radiant Dawn outfit. I fight for my friends.
Dang, those arms! You're ready to fight.
I'm Ike. Make sure you use me wisely.
Thanks for your help, Ike. You'll be
Those
fighting
arms.
alongside Princess Tamara in this battle.
No, I see now why they paired Tamara with Ike. Because my understanding is Ike really likes meat. So, you know. Meaty meat. Right, now we should be able to bring more people this time. Not just the 6 that we had in the trial. Yeah, we get 8. Well, plus Tamara and her retainers. Tamara, by the way, is how I found out that that all of the Solm people are named after Italian desserts. Because Tamara is named after tiramisu, but it's even more obvious in the Japanese version, where her name is literally just Misutira. Which is just tiramisu, but you swap the first and second half. Alright, let me see. So what are her and her retainers? She's Lance, Marin is Dagger, and Panette is Axe. And we're getting promoted classes. I should probably promote my dudes, honestly. Interesting that we've got a mix of bandits and corrupted. Oh, it's a Fog of War map. Yeah, Tetchy and Tochi. Bandit twins like this are a bit of a recurring archetype in the Fire Emblem series, though usually they're kind of campy, I guess, would be the way to say it. Thinly veiled gay stereotypes would be another way to say it. So maybe the fact that they didn't lean into that aspect of the archetype is a good thing. So there are some houses for us to visit. But like, they're very spread out, so I guess we might have to... Maybe the corrupted are gonna try and get to them, but like, I don't see how we would get all the way here. Oh wait, maybe... Oh no. Maybe it's only the ruffians that'll destroy the houses, but I still don't see how we're meant to get here before this guy does. Yeah, I don't know what our plan is for this map. Okay. Oh, and I gotta remember to equip the bracelet with the house leaders in it to someone. So who we bring? We do have a lancer, we have a dagger user. So we don't really need Yunaka. We also have an axe user. Having a tome would be good. Having a bow would be good because there are a bunch of flyers on this map. They give you such limited unit deployment slots. Have all Fire Emblem games been like this? I don't remember them having such limited slots. Maybe it's just been too long since I last played a proper mainline Fire Emblem. And I've lost all of my strategical mindset because I've been too busy playing heroes instead. Maybe we'll go back and play frickin' Shadow Dragon and the Blade of Light on stream one day. Because I do have that. I bought it during the limited time offer. We have Jean as our healer. I think, yeah, we do want to bring two... Actually, maybe. So we got 2 tome users, 2 lancers, 2 axes, 1 healer, 1 bow, 1 sword. Do we want another sword or do we want to bring Yunaka? And if I do want to bring another sword, it would probably be Diamant. Yeah, we'll bring Diamant. Sorry, Yunaka. Actually, are there any chests that I would need Yunaka to open up? Or doors, I guess? There's destructible stuff. Doesn't look like there's anything that I would... Oh, but it's a Fog of War map. And I believe she's able to see better in the dark, so... sorry, Diamant. Yunaka comes in. And Emblem rings. So who's going to be our user of the You know what? Okay, so Anna was paired with Leaf before, but we don't have Leaf anymore. So I think I'm gonna pair Anna with the 3 houses folks.
Edelgard! Indeed.
She just freaking screams that name. Then Alea re-equip Lucina because apparently she got unequipped when I tried to do the thing.
Lucina, ready.
I'm thinking probably once we I'm now realizing that the reason we we never unlocked those like paralogs for the other emblems was because they were going to get stolen from us during the story. So the fact that we've now unlocked paralogs for Lucina and Lynn probably means we aren't going to be losing them. But I'm just thinking about who I want to pair with who, ultimately, because I kind of want to have the canonical wielders of each emblem paired with each other. So like Alfred is kind of canonically paired with Lucina, but for now, at this point in the story, it seems like Lucina's meant to be paired with Aaliyah. So once we get Marth back, I can probably move Lucina to Alfred, and then Sigurd can go to someone else. Then I'm thinking, do I want Anna to stay with the Three Houses users? Three Houses folks, or do I want her to have Leaf back? And I don't really know. I guess that's a decision to make once we actually get everyone back. What are these? Okay, so Sharena's on Jean. Still cool that we're actually going to get proper heroes representation through Veronica getting in the game. I still think it should have been Alphonse, but Veronica is cool as well. And Celine can have Anna. And what are Fagado and Yunaka going to get? Do I have any other S ranks? I do. Do I have another one for Yunaka? We'll go from the back this time. Naysala. Who is Naysala equipped to? Hold on, I need to hide my chat for a second so I can see what's behind it. Oh, Naysala was the one I just equipped to Fagado. So I think that's all of the S ranks we have. Yes. Uptoast. Yeah, sure, we'll give you Arden. And I have Foltong. Alfred has Fensalia, and Anna has Noatun. Let's fight.
What's that? More? Those cheap birds must have gone con for help. Phooey! That's what I say. They won't beat our monsters.
That's right. Not to mention our thieves. Experts in the art of ransackery.
Phooey.
They're gonna attack the village. We have to stop them before anybody gets hurt.
Fun Team Rocket right now.
Marin, Penette, come on!
As you command, my princess. We'll crush them with the hammer of justice.
Indeed, they shall sorely regret terrorizing these poor, innocent people.
Oh, they just... I guess that's how we're supposed to save the villagers. They just run off ahead. Okay, then. How do we... Not that one. This one. So who... Ah, the sword flyer. So we want... Not what I was trying to do, but okay.
The way forward is blocked, but not for long. Go, Tamara. With my strength, you'll have no problem opening up a path.
Emblem Ike's robust defense and endurance increase as he takes damage. The sync skill Resolve increases defense and resistance as HP decreases. The engage weapon Hammer can smash foes and deal bonus damage to armored ones. The engage skill Lagoo's Friend halves incoming damage, but reduces avoid rate to 0. Interesting. The engage attack Great Ether hardens the unit's defenses for 1 turn, and then attacks in an area and recovers HP. They made his, actually, hold on, I want to look it up now. Because I know Great Ether is Ike's final smash. Is it actually a skill in Fire Emblem? Or did they just make his, Okay, no, yeah, they just straight up made his final smash canon. He's not the only one that's had that done, actually. I believe Corrin's engage skill is also their final smash. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, I know they said I should smash a path through, but instead we're going to visit this place so it can't be
what's that?
ransacked.
Bandits? Oh, jeez. I'd rather you get a hold of this than they do.
There we go, that's one place that is no longer ransackable.
Any customers? What you got?
Alright, let's break this. She just can't reach. Okay.
My will is firm.
Let's break this up.
Nice, nice.
Can he reach? He cannot. Okay.
I'll do my
Okay.
best.
For you?
Because I need to send someone down here. Try and stop this dude. Who can reach us? Ah, you.
Verily.
Yeah, whenever we get new units, it's making it like very clear to me that I've been playing incorrectly.
Understood.
Because I see like they have all this advanced equipment and they have all
I'm
these
impressed.
and they're like promoted classes and whatnot, and I'm just like, what? Am I supposed to be at that point? Because I'm not.
All right.
I'm not gonna send Anna in to face these dudes head on. How is that dude able to reach? Oh, he can walk around that side. Of course.
You think the village will loot itself? Get going!
Yeah, start at that house there.
Let's go!
Yeah, keep on pillaging just like that. Is it... there's no way it's possible to reach that house, right? I wonder what you would actually get from it if you managed to save that house before they broke in. Oh no. Of course, his 71 hits, but my 77 misses. I am very outclassed, apparently. Yeah, I should probably actually promote my dudes. We'll do that in between the next chapters. Good lord.
That helps.
Alright, let's break that down. Now the question is, will we be able to get here before... Like, where? I hate Fog of War. Saline, finish him off.
I'll go first.
Oh, right, because... I forgot about that, because we're equipped with Lucina. We always participate in chain attacks.
Here we go. Enough.
Unnecessary crits. Thank you. The reminder sphere.
I won, my princess.
What? Not entirely sure what happened there. Maybe it picked up something on my shirt as a face or something? I don't know. But I definitely did not go that far away from the camera.
Retribution is due.
Okay then.
Of course.
Okay, maybe let's not do that. You can wait here to provide backup for Panette. I hate Fog of War. Maybe I should have brought another healer instead of Yunaka.
Play nice.
Let's go.
I'm sorry you had to see that.
I miss Yunaka being able to heal. I want my emblem ring back.
I had to stop you.
Oh, here they come.
Was that too much?
Smack it.
My resolve is unchanged.
We have a vulnerary for her if anything gets danger close to her. So we should still be okay.
Time to party.
A 1% crit on an attack that would have killed anyway. My dude's just showing off. So there's only one other house that we can still save, it looks like. And we don't know where the... Is this? No. This is the ruffian that's probably going to be approaching that one. Unless there's another one hidden here somewhere in the darkness. Let's be real, there probably is. That's going to be the last of the heal staff. But we do have a men's staff as well. Do we want to go down this way? No, that's just a bunch of junk in the way. We're probably... Even if it means we have to deal with attacks from the flyers, we're probably better going along this way and then just leave these three going along the bottom path. If need be, we can break through. But I feel like it's better to push forward than to try and... What does she have? She does have a vulnerary. 15 HP. Yes. Ah, they're putting out the frickin' torches. Oh boy, more folks. Maybe I should have sent more than 3 people down here. This is concerning. What if we just retreat, try and pull them back? We might need a smash through, actually. All right, because we can't see them anymore, that's why. Bro, why can you reach us, but we can't reach you? That's not fair.
With elegance.
And then will this work? Yes.
You're done for.
Only just though. We needed that second hit. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, she can use staves as well. Why didn't I give her any healing staves? Oh wait, she has physic. Okay, that works. I hope whoever was camping here doesn't mind that we're destroying all of their stuff. We can't reach this dude. I have an idea.
Grant me strength and victory.
There, now she's an Axe 1, she doesn't have the triangle disadvantage.
This is what I trained for.
Oh boy.
Hey!
56% hit. Oh, and they be approaching. They be approaching. Why do I like this series? You really can't one round this dude? I have concerns.
Power blooms in me.
I'm playing on like the easiest difficulty. What is going on? Trying to make it more interesting. Concerned. Greatly concerned right now.
Allow me.
I'd rather be friends.
Can we get over there? Yes, we can. None of these folks can though, so Ivy's gonna have to... Oh wait! Lynn gives us bows!
Grant me strength.
It's still not enough? Bruh? Bruh? Why is it still not enough? Do you want to hit area next time? But if I switched it... I don't know what to do.
I may.
Okay, I think I have a strategy.
You were a worthy opponent.
Then bring Ivy over. I don't think we're going to need to engage for this. Let's just go L-Fire.
You're done for. Fine by me.
Okay. However, there might be more hidden in the shadows, so we might,
My goodness, how awful.
we might still be in trouble. And then, if we bring you around here, smack him up.
I fight for my friends.
Ayo! She said the thing! Yeah, when a character is engaged with an emblem, they will sometimes say a line related to the character they're engaged with. So it seems Ike's line is, I fight for my friends. She said the Smash Bros. Line. Oh boy. Oh boy. My man's got freaking 46 health. He's probably a promoted class. I need to start promoting. Because otherwise I'm... Okay, Yunarka's probably gonna die here. Yeah. Oh no! She's okay! Okay in a relative
Was that
sense.
too much?
Okay as in not dead. Oh god, a sword. Oh, but it does no damage. Okay, we're okay, we're okay. Okay, in that case, maybe we'll have Anna destroy this instead. Anna destroy that. Then have Aaliyah come in here. We don't have enough strength to destroy this dude, so maybe if we engage instead.
Lend me your strength.
If I were to do this, does it show me a... It doesn't show me a preview. Folkvanga does more. Okay, no. That didn't really help us. Oh, but Noble Rapier has a chance to crit. So we'll go with this one. Nope. Never mind. Fire Emblem is stressful, y'all. she's still got those men's staffs even though she can't use them anymore. I want to heal Anna, but also that would put Jean in danger. Jean actually has more defense than Anna, so maybe he'll be okay.
Just what I needed.
Get rid of this guy.
Me first.
I am stressed. Okay, we're probably gonna have Ivy heal. Okay, no matter what weapon I use, it's a 98.
I'll help.
Serves you right.
Okay. It's probably a good thing Fio's the only one here. If there were any of the actual Fire Emblem players here, they would probably be cringing at how badly I'm playing.
Ooh, nice.
Only thing is, Tamara's engage is probably gonna wear out this turn. Oh, but it still lasts for the enemy phase, cool. Oh boy, the dude's approaching. The dude is approaching. We need to go down and stop him.
Give me
Can
an
we
order.
get down fast enough? Reveal him. We cannot get to him in time, and I... Hold on. How do I... Go back. So what I should have done... and have Yunaka move down here, and then use the vulnerary instead of being a dumbass. So he just can't reach the house.
Allow me.
Okay, get rid of the warrior.
I'm pretty tough, you know.
So earrings today, but what? Oh, earnings. I read that as earrings. This is a 15% chance. 5%. Let's try this. If we can get a crit, he dies. We cannot get a crit. He lives. However, I get the feeling he's going to prioritize the house over... What does that mean? What does that thing mean? Oh, he's got a poleaxe. That's effective against cavalry. Alright, we'll wait on the edge there then. Just in case he does decide to attack instead of going straight for the house. Right, so sword fighter. We'll bait him out with Tamara. Hello, Luella. Gonna be luck, no worries. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you... I wish you good luck with whatever it is you have to do today. Alright, Physic... Oh, Physic has a... I'm too used to Fire Emblem Heroes. In that game, Physic only has a range of 2. But that's because 2 is the highest range anything can have. Ah, no! Internet, what are you doing? It's up and down, it's up and down. It's up, it's down, it's down. Is it coming back? Nope. Okay, the internet is like jumping up and down and all around. I'm just gonna sit here and stare at it until it turns green again. It looks like it's green again. Okay, hopefully it stays that way. Nope, there it goes. What is up with my internet today? Oh, it's green again. It's green again. Nope. Oh. So it's just sort of jumping around. It sits green for a while and then it dips and then it goes back up and then it dips again. Sitting at green for now. If it keeps doing that, then I guess I'll restart stream and see if I can... I don't know what the problem is. That's the thing. If I knew what the problem is, I could try to fix it, but I don't. Because it only happens sometimes. The thing is, I don't think... I'm pretty sure my my PC doesn't have an Ethernet port. It only has Wi-Fi. So that's a problem. Because otherwise, I'd just grab an Ethernet cable and like run it through my apartment all the way over to my office. But we've been green for a bit now, so we'll just continue for now, and hopefully it stays green. Oh, we got a totem, nice. Okay, so he is attacking. Ammo.
Come again.
Okay, well, she survived. She's... Okay, good. It's not going after Anna. Using a PC's built-in Wi-Fi adapt. Using, I'm using the built-in one. Look, but see, it's only sometimes. Sometimes it's perfectly fine. And then it just randomly poops out sometimes. And I don't... Like, if it was consistently a problem, I'd understand. But, like, seriously, I'm the person who didn't even know what a DisplayPort was. Do you expect me to use custom anything? Ethernet cable is the best choice. Yeah, I don't think my PC has an Ethernet port. Unfortunately.
Our foes are strong.
Okay, it's fine, it's fine. It's like, see, today's... Oh, that did way more damage than I thought he would. I might have to rewind this turn. Yeah. Because Yunaka's doing less damage than I thought she would. We're probably going to have to rewind this turn. Or just like hope that no one here can reach us. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Because, like, normally it's just, it goes in the red and then it stays in the red. Today it's been going up and down, and I don't know why. It's just weird.
I refuse to cry.
Set a foe's space and nearby spaces on fire after combat. Okay, so that is not the way we want to do this. So Jean can take this guy out. We are still able to engage with Anna, even though we have like no HP left. Oh god, I wish Yunaka could heal again. I miss being able to heal with Yunaka. Neither of these can crit. Okay. So is there a way I can make Anna do that much damage?
This item is not for sale.
Attack with axe, lance, and bow. Let's go!
I will prevail.
Now we just gotta hope there's no units in the darkness that can reach Anna. Doesn't look like there's any. So we may be okay. But Jean's gonna need to be. Well, I should have brought 2 here. Actually, I did. I did bring 2 healers, didn't I? Ivy's a healer. No, not Javelin. Silver Lance. Is her personal skill Racket of Psalm? Or is that Tamara's? Yeah, that's Tamara's. What does it do? Inflicts crit -5 on foes within 3 spaces. Okay. And Panette can get rid of this guy.
Me first.
That is that.
All right. Got things coming out of the darkness. But everyone down here is okay. Ish. Relatively. Relatively speaking, everyone down here is okay.
Thank you. I'll do my best.
Right, we might hear. Oh, he's no, he's actually just got an axe. Okay. Right here, just to open up the fog a little. Bond fragments. We've almost reunited the groups. However, these folks are a problem. Let's try and lure them over so that we can actually take on more than one at once. And just hope that they don't kill us. Got a 5. They're all going after Panette because I didn't equip her with the hand axes. And a miss.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah! Alright, let's see what we can do.
I'll go first.
My hero.
And you knock against the EXP even though Aaliyah did everything. Alright, heal up, Anna.
Oh, you're too nice. Time to open up shop.
Spend some engaged turns to execute a special attack. No, we don't have anything to attack right now. We may be okay. The guys down the bottom are definitely doing all right now because we've like gotten rid of everything down here. It's the guys up the top that I'm now worried about. So I forgot to kill you.
I'm sorry.
How far can she move? She only has 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so she can't... but she can probably disarm him using the javelin. And for some reason, Ivy has an easier time killing this one, so...
I will atone.
So then... we get Marin to come in.
Farewell to you. That was cool, was it not?
Alright, now... so we can inflict break, which means we can probably get Panette to finish it off. Just hope there's not more dudes waiting in the darkness for me.
That's how a lady does it.
Alright, let's see. We're safe. We're safe. I definitely need to promote my dudes after this. Good lord. Yeah, we made it through, however. Let's Let's not leave things to chance and actually play the way the game wants us to play. Our dudes need to be stronger. So I get the feeling we're probably only going to get through 2 maps today, but it's okay because now we know what the deal is. Now we know that we should actually be using the tools the game gives us. The groups have reunited. Oh, they're coming. Oh Lord, they coming. You know, I can wait there so we can actually see them. Oh, they're the bosses. Oh.
Nothing I hate worse than a meddler. You stuck your nose in our business, you'll pay.
Now I'm slightly concerned. I didn't realize the bosses would move. Okay, that may have been a bad play. There's a distinct possibility. Oh no. It's okay, as long as we can tank a couple hits, we might be okay. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Maybe we won't be okay.
Tis I.
Okay, we can get his first hit down with Panette's hand axe.
I'm sorry you had to see that.
Thinking. Cold doubles, Astra Storm. She can move up to them. Oh, and Aaliyah breaks him. Which means he won't attack back. So I can get one of them down. The problem is going to be, can we survive the other one? What's the range on Astra Storm though? That's the thing. Like if I go here...
Emblem, engage!
Oh, at extreme range. Right, in that case, let's move back a bit. Get rid of him.
As if I'd lose.
So we only need to survive one attack from the boss. From the other boss.
Much of a big brother, was I?
Speed Taker. Now it's just that Aaliyah or Panette has to survive one of Tochi's attacks. Assuming, of course, there's nothing else hiding in the darkness here. Does Saline do anything this map? Oh, Hi! Oh, that's okay. You're not gonna kill. And you attacked someone that's not in Tochi's range.
The oasis is ours, you hear? We've got exclusive plundering rights.
Okay, we're good. We survived.
Looking down on me?
Let's go, Panette. Nice, nice. Alright, we're gonna be alright. We're gonna be alright. I am no longer concerned. Alright, Aaliyah, break. Break his stance so anyone else can go finish him off. Whew, it was a bit touch and go there for a bit, but we made it through without losing anyone. Not that we really needed to be concerned about losing people, considering we're playing on casual mode, but it's fine.
Allow me.
My turn.
Alright, who wants this XP?
I'm pretty tough, you know.
Can she? Yeah, she can straight up finish him, so I'll give her the boss kill. Jean can't get there in time, so I guess Yunaka can kill the mage. And then Anna can kill the boss.
If I may.
All mine.
That was a cinch.
Then Anna can come around and get rid of this dude.
Me too.
Let's go. Good lord.
Guess I let my brother down. Again.
Dimitri's just sort of floating there. Now that's what I call a return on investment. I'm ready to make a killing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure in the Bond conversations, the other characters like actually recognize Anna due to her family being spread out throughout the multiverse. Panette was our MVP, understandable. We made it through somehow.
That takes care of that. Sorry for roping you into the scuffle, Divine One.
The stream's probably like a little behind now because of the dropped frames, but it's fine. It's fine. I wonder if I refresh it. If I refresh it and like open it again. Okay, yeah, that. If the stream seems a little behind, then just refresh the page. It'll probably fix it. Now that I'm not dropping frames anymore.
That's all right. But I haven't had a chance to say why I'm here. I already explained this to Queen Sephoria and Prince Vagato, but the Fell Dragon has been released. He's back. It's sudden, I know. You're probably shocked.
I already knew.
You did?
Mom and Fogato did too. We've all known for a while now.
Oh, okay.
Fogato, you too?
Sorry. Truth is, our chance meeting in Tula Desert, wasn't totally by chance.
Were you deceiving us?
The opposite, actually. I had to make sure that you weren't deceiving us. When the Fell Dragon returned, we had to take steps to protect our country.
I'll lay it out for you. The palace has scouts all over Elios, keeping an eye on the three kingdoms. When Elugia brought back the Fell Dragon, we learned about it early on. But we couldn't beat him without the Emblem rings, and we couldn't use them without you. Our only option was to focus on defense. The corrupted started appearing, so we had to quickly lay out a plan.
This actually makes sense. It's just taking your word for it with no proof is weird to me, yeah? They may appear very casual and laid back, but clearly they know what... Oh, god damn it. Internet. Am I green again? It was just a momentary blip, it looks like. But yeah, they clearly know what they're doing. They got their act together.
And what was the plan?
First off, Mom would stay in the palace. She'd work with the royal guard to keep out intruders. And we'd send out our militia, the Sentinels, to bolster soldiers' efforts against the corrupted.
As captain, my job was to watch out for the corrupted near the Elusian border. If someone claimed to be the Divine Dragon, I'd size them up and bring them to the palace.
That's why you hid the fact you're a prince.
I was in the Sentinels too, and I wandered the country keeping our rings safe.
As part of this plan, did you ever consider asking for another country's help?
No, because then we'd have to help them.
Well, okay.
We can't fight another country's battles. We're stretched thin fighting our own.
Okay, that's fair.
That's how Solm does it. You scratch your own back, we'll scratch ours. Thank you very much.
I see.
I'm sorry we misled you, but we did it to protect the queendom.
I don't mean to criticize your country's way of doing things. I'm just surprised.
Here's the most important part of the plan, though. If you did turn out to be the Divine Dragon, we'd give you the Ring of the Radiant Hero. And then tell you where to find our other emblem ring.
Hey, so this is where Corrin's ring is. All this time I've been wondering where the hell is it?
Solm has a second ring?
Yep, the Ring of the Crux of Fate. It's in the...
Your Highness, a message from Solm Palace.
Oh no.
Huh? What is it?
Hortensia, Princess of Elugia, has breached the palace.
Oh no.
Oh. Oh.
What? How did she get in? We have to save Mom.
Let's go.
But first... mucking around in the Somniel for ages. Oh, but first we speak to everyone and grab all the stuff. Divine One, I'm super worried about Mom. Let's get to the palace as soon as we can, okay? Sure.
Wow.
The Divine Dragon. I adore dragons. If the palace wasn't being invaded, I'd love to chat. Let me cycle map. There's another person to speak to here.
Indeed.
There is no time to rest, Divine One. We must make haste and strike down these intruders. So there's some items back around here. Spices and steel. It's a dog. We got a doggo. Iron ingot. Hate to admit it, but they were smart to hit us while we were away. Now let's get back there. Thank you for the redeem sphere. Berries. Oh, I still haven't enabled the save redeem again. This is a game where you can actually save manually. However, you can't save in the middle of a map, and I know y'all would misuse it. Hey yo! Star, thank you for the raid! Welcome, welcome! Let me give you a shout out. What are you playing? King of the Castle? I have never heard of that. Hello, Kenna! Star can't join because spoilers. Ah, yeah. No worries, no worries. But y'all should... Did I spell that right? Yes. Hello, Tristan. Welcome. Star levels up. I did spell that right. Yes. I did spell that right. Anyway, welcome, Raiders. It's like Jackbox, but on meth. Oh, boy. Sounds like fun. Anyway, welcome, Raiders. My name is Melody Sea Turtle. I am a VTuber from Australia. I tend to play popular Nintendo games and obscure crap that no one's ever heard of. Today we're playing some Fire Emblem Engage. I've been having a few internet issues, but it seems stable enough at the moment. Yeah. Pro gamer? No, I disagree. We barely scraped through on that last map. So we're gonna have to do a bit of fiddling with some of the systems the game gives us to like strengthen our characters and whatnot, because I've been kind of ignoring that, and I probably shouldn't. Also, can't watch but spell because spoilers, but tell you Naka I love her. I will. Thank you, Kenna. No worries. If you have to go because spoilers, then please go. I don't want to spoil the game for y'all. Camel! We got a camel! Let's go! Is that everyone? Oh no, Ivy has something to say.
Oh no.
What are you planning, Hortensia? I wonder if this is where we finally recruit Hortensia. Because I know she's recruitable. They gave her a profile pre-release. Still love these little sprites running around on the loading screen. Hello, Somi. Right, are there any... There are some areas with people who have things to say. We'll go around and do our usual thumbnail stuff first. And then we'll mess around with trying to figure out how to make folks stronger. Dog gives us steel. Cat gives us fish. Chicken gives us eggs. Pigeon gives us nuts. Bunny gives us berries. We also got some horse manure. Right, so the only new one we got is the camel. Let's take the camel out and replace the pigeon. Now there's just a camel here. What is this? Oh, is this Anna's shop? It looks like it. I've seen it in her supports sometimes. The flea market is open. What is this? No one is tending the store, but you can shop. Okay. The flea market offers items you might not find in regular shops. The selection changes, so check in regularly. Okay, so it's all like gifts and stuff that you can give to people to strengthen your bond and unlock support conversations. We must pet the Somi. Pet, 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 pet. And feed. Here, have a potato. Do you like potatoes? Yeah, I was like, I was curious what the hell Somi's deal was, because, like, I was like, okay, this is probably going to spoil me on stuff, but I'm gonna look up Somi's wiki page to see what the hell Somi's deal is, because I don't know what the hell, like, what is your deal? Why are you here? What are you? It tells you nothing. Somi is not related to the story at all. He's just here to be a good boy.
Divine One.
Oh, Ike is here. Hello. I'm glad to be able to be here again. I can't get used to... But I can't get used to the Somnial. I miss the Somme Desert. Okay.
Yes.
There's gotta be rare critters around here. I'd explore it, but I'm too worried about the Somme Palace. What is this frickin' tent doing here? Has this been here since we got, like, the what's it called? The fishing spot? Because I don't remember it being here. Rare vegetable. Alright, we can do amiibo. Hello, Claude. You really get a bird's eye view of the world from up here. Puts me in the mood for planning. Okay then. We'll go this way first. Time to get some random items. Relay tickets, I've completely forgotten what those are for. I think they're for the tower. The tower, what's it? Sorry, Alm? There we go. Alm gave us a HP tonic. Celica gave us an iron ingot. Well, we just unlocked Ike, so we might as well give Ike a scan. Also an iron ingot. And why not? We'll scan Lucina as well, because we've actually got Lucina. Lucina gave us a fish. And now that Ike is here, we can get the Ike style. And music. I think the song's in Smash Bros. I have heard it before at the very least, and I haven't played Ike's games, so I've probably heard it in Smash Bros. Either that or it was in Fire Emblem Heroes' rhythm game mode, which they don't really use anymore, much to my dismay. Where did the rhythm game go? Did people not like it? I liked it. Alright, gotta grab all these items. Grapes from an orange tree. Peach from... I guess that could be a peach tree. I love just seeing Somi waddling around after us. It's so cute. Right, and apparently, according to Rai, we only unlock the Wyvern flight thing after we promote, which doesn't really make all that much sense to me, but that's fine, because I was going to promote now anyway. So we'll come back to this area after I start promoting people. But first, arena. Okay. I think we just alternate Jean and Anna. One Jean, two Anna, it looks like. Just going by what their current experience level is.
Hi there! You can call me Lady Anna.
Oh, Lady Anna. My apologies. Oh no.
My loss, your gain.
Oh! They have a support. Interesting. So we'll do one with John.
Let's try not to hurt each other, okay?
Kagetsu, at your service.
Oh no.
Come, show me your skill.
All these heckin' promoted units.
An honor sparring with you.
And I'm not using any of them.
I'm Lady Anna, the mysterious merchant.
I'm Claude. Take it
Wait,
easy
what?
on me, maybe?
Oh, did I accidentally select the bond thing instead of the...
Wanna win next time? Have I
Oops.
got just the thing for you?
No, it just... What? Why did the standard battle give us an... have us fight against an emblem? I'm pretty sure that's not how it's supposed to work. Or did I select emblem but it still took up my standard slot? I don't know. I'm confused. God, it's 11:30 and I've beat one map.
I'm so happy you came.
Alright, let's eat. We'll grab Saline. We didn't get any Saline support. We'll grab Jean as well. Because Saline and Jean do have a support conversation chain going. and a rare fruit.
I'm making this extra special for you, Divine One. Okay, so I add this, then I do that. Now it should... Ah! It
What
worked.
happened there?
It actually worked!
What a wonderful meal!
The chef is a true master of the culinary arts.
This looks really good.
Does everyone here eat so well? A rank.
This lunch is for you. Here you go.
Nice, nice. Does this lead to the kitchen, I assume? Alright, we got a new ring. You know what that means. It's gacha time. Here we go. C rank. Leaf. Ranulf. These are all characters that I really only know from Fire Emblem Heroes. Because like I said, I haven't played Ike's games. I wasn't into Fire Emblem back then, and nowadays they're way too expensive. All C ranks. Hey, Soren, one of the DLC emblems. Titania. Everything's C rank. Can I get anything that isn't C? Grail! That's Ike's dad. And you know what that means. Ilyana. Everything was C rank. Okay, we're running that back. Give me another pull. Give me something that isn't C. Not off to a good start. This is why you don't go, oh, S rank. You were saying, Theo? You were saying? Ha ha ha. Just like that, it pulls you right back in. Have to head to work. Hope you have a great stream, no melody. No worries, Tristan. Hope work goes smoothly. Thanks for stopping by. And now we're back to C's. Missed. That's Ike's younger sister. More C ranks. Ooh, an A rank. So many C's. Mia. Ilyana. Missed. Another A. A rank Mia. Ranulf. Okay, so we got... There's one we're missing from Ike. 2 we're missing from Lynn, and 1 we're missing from Lucina. I think I'm going to hold on to the rest of my bond fragments for now. Just for the purpose of, like when we unlock Corrin, then we're going to need more bond fragments to, you know. Oh, hey, PK. Luck, no worries. Hope you enjoy your luck. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, let's polish some rings, shall we?
Please clean it up. Ah, that looks good, thanks.
Do we have to polish it separately for each of the house leaders, or is it just like... You choose who you want to gain support with. Do they have separate bond levels for each of the
Cleaning
house
ring?
leaders?
Good. You worked hard. I'll repay you in battle.
Lucina. Since I'm eventually going to move it to Alfred, I'll actually have Alfred polish it.
Sorry about the hassle. How does it look? Oh, it's all shiny now.
Lucina's is one of the rings that, like, I saw a thread on Twitter, like, critiquing the ring designs from a jeweler's perspective. And Lucina's is one of the ones where they're like, this is garbage. It's so thin, it would snap so easily. I guess we'll do it with Edelgard. Actually, I feel like it's more fitting to do it with Claude. I don't know why. Oh yeah, do they have separate bond levels? No. Okay, cool.
It could use some upkeep. How does it look? All shiny and new?
Okay, so you don't have to do each of them separately. It's just who you want commenting on it, I guess. Ring polishing will always be a weird mechanic to me. I guess they were just like, yeah, we gotta have some way, like, they give you a way to build support in the Somnial, so they needed to give you a way to raise your bond level as well. Oh, Edelgard's... Oh, going into the ring room and then out shuffled everyone around, apparently, because now Anna's the one cooking. Hey, Edelgard.
Done.
You've demonstrated superb leadership. I would love to discuss strategy with you sometime. Speaking of raising support... Oh, I have a support conversation with someone, it looks like. Do a Leon Saline again. Hey, we unlocked the A rank. I might have already unlocked that and I just wasn't paying attention when we had dinner. Narc and Citrine, yeah, I want to see more of that one. That hair must be bad for the aerodynamics of swimming. Yeah, I can imagine. And Anna and Lapis, yeah, we'll keep those going as well. Lapis seems nice, they just don't give me enough deployment slots to actually use her. Right. It's time for... Where is it? Reference? Yes, reference. It's support time! Okay, yeah. I probably did already unlock Saline's A rank.
If I worried you the other day, Divine One, I sincerely apologize.
What happened to the highwaymen attacking those tea shipments?
We supplied funds to heighten the caravan's security. Then they let the thieves escape, which led our new security forces directly to their stronghold.
Ooh, smart.
I just came from giving the order to eliminate their base.
I see.
They are bandits, but they are still Fyranese, and I have now signed their death warrant. I would do it again, without hesitation.
That is not the line I expected.
No one, not one soul, can be suffered to violate Fyrane's peace.
But it must have been a painful choice.
Yeah, I mean, the way she said is like, I've just signed their death warrant. It's like, oh no, But then she's like, no, I'd bitch, I'd do it again.
It wasn't. Anguish is one of the few privileges not afforded to those in my position.
I know you have to harden your heart, but you have a heart all the same.
Your empathy is appreciated. There is nothing I would not do to protect my kingdom. I would draw my blade for peace without hesitation. I have steeled myself for it all my life. Even so, I find no satisfaction in what must be done. I worry that is a mark of weakness in me.
That's not weakness. It's kindness. It's the same kindness that's reflected in the Firenese character.
You are most generous, Divine One.
Interesting. Alright, we got A rank. So I believe once you reach A rank with a character, when the game ends, you can choose between all the characters you've A ranked for who you want to S rank. So the appropriate thing for me to do would be to start trying to build support with other characters that I like, just to see like who I ultimately want to S rank. I was just focused on Salient first because I really like her design. Anna and Bunay. Okay, I have no idea what this one's going to be about.
Nice chopping.
She looks so small here.
The pieces of wood are perfectly equal. Really, I respect the artistry.
Glad you noticed. I am pretty good at chopping wood, it's true.
She barely comes up to his waist.
I use it as raw material for woodworking or whittling, which I then sell to folks.
Anna, I have a favor to ask.
Oh, please. We're friendly enough that you can call me Lady Anna.
Lady Anna, might I have some of this timber?
That's an idea. Are you also into woodworking?
Oh, no. It's not for me. It's for my stove. With such uniform pieces of firewood, it would be easier to precisely control the temperature. In other words, my cooking would be elevated to the next level. Give them to me, please?
Is that how that works? Well, if you feel that strongly about it, we could work something out. You'll have to pay, of course. I don't give anything away for free.
You are a shrewd one.
I've gotta be if I'm gonna make it on my own.
I will pay you your due. The firewood is worth any expense.
Well then. That was interesting. Now. Master Seals. Do I not use them here? How do I use them? Bruh? How do I promote? Do I have to do it in battle or something? Reference. I'm gonna look this up. Because not in all the games you just use them whenever. How to... Change a level 10 character's class from your menu. Inventory. Oh, inventory. Wait, is that not what I did? No, that's what. Okay. Change class. Proficiency is required to change a unit to a different class. All units start with innate proficiencies. Units have the strongest potential in those areas. Units can acquire new proficiencies from emblems. This allows them to change to any class. Okay. Interesting. A Divine Dragon is our advanced class. Acquired Prof. We do already have Sword and Brawling. So I guess we'll promote into a Divine Dragon. Ta-da! I'll be honest, it barely looks any different to me. There's if I saw them side by side, I could probably spot all the differences, but like, just seeing it by itself, like, I guess there's more detailing here and there, but I don't know. Alright, cool. Who do we want to promote next? I feel like the characters that are like under-leveled have kind of been lagging behind and all. We should promote them if we can. Because we have 5 Master Seals. So we can either go to Martial Master or High Priest. High Priest would give us... Oh, he does have tone proficiency. Good. So Martial Master would give us an S in Brawling and a A in Staves. Self-healing. Unit can heal self with Staves. Diffuse healer when healed by a staff or adjacent allies. Okay. I think we're going to go Martial Master then. That seems more... Because I've been using Jean mostly as a healer, so having something that allows him to heal in a group seems like it's more useful. So let's go with that. It's time for Jean to promote. Yay! Next up, Anna, probably. I know that apparently Anna, like, her magic growth is better than her strength growth, so people usually reclass her to a mage or something, but I'm gonna keep her in axe classes. So we can either go Berserker for S rank in axes. Oh, but she has an innate proficiency in bows. So maybe Merciless unit deals plus 50% to broken foes, or smash when making a smash attack, push target 2 spaces instead of 1. I think we're gonna go with Warrior for Anna. Wonder if I could offload my old gear secondhand at the shop. Alright, we can still promote 2 more people. So we have 2 level 14s. Ivy's high enough level that she's probably able to keep up. Same with Fagado. Diamant, yeah, Diamant can still promote, I think. As can Tamara, but they're... Well, Diamant's fallen behind because I haven't been using him. I have been using Saline though. Saline's like my main mage. So I guess I'll promote her. I'll do Saline and Yunaka, and then I guess Alfred can get one if we get another Master Seal. I might see if we can buy these. So she has a Oh, she's already noble. So she has a unique promoted class, it looks like. Vidame. I think all of the royals have their own unique promotion that barely looks any different from the original. Right, Yunaka. Yunaka's been a mainstay for us, so... She doesn't have something she can promote to, apparently. Do thieves not have a promotion? Oh, because she's only got... swords and staves. I'd need to give her a different ring to have her get something else. Acquired special class level 21. Thief is special. So I guess she needs to go up to level 21. And then we also need to get her a proficiency in either swords, lances, or axes in order to get her to promote to Wolf Knight. Because it seems like Assassin or whatever just isn't in this game. And the only option for dagger promotion is Wolf Knight. So that's going to be interesting. Oh well, that means... I guess that means Alfred is going to promote instead. Into Avenir. Alright. Folks are promoted. Let's go buy some weapons. We're probably only going to get through 2 chapters this stream, unfortunately. Because, like, we're already going to be essentially going a bit over. What can we get? I'll put in the combo for now. We'll just get some stuff. And then we'll figure out who can use what later.
Here you go. Here you go. Here you go.
So we're not gonna worry about the enhancing just yet, but we will grab some weapons. Some new weapons that we can then give to folks.
Here you go.
We'll grab a rider's bane.
Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go.
And a regular steel axe.
Here you go. Here you go. Here you go.
Alright, that'll do us for now, I think.
Care.
Though I think I do want to grab some more healing staves after that last round.
I thank you. I thank you.
And I'll grab a couple and just put them in the convoy.
I thank you.
I think that should
Do
be
come
okay.
again.
Now I want to see. Maybe I have to go in somewhere and then out somewhere before it unlocks. For now, I'll just go over, see if it does anything. Okay, no, maybe. We haven't done these minigames in
Good
a
to
while.
see you. Let's get right into it. What'll it be?
Strength, HP, dexterity. Let's do push-ups. We did squats last time. Stop the A in the perfect position right when it speeds up. It ends if you miss 3 times. Do the specified number of push-ups to complete the activity. The bar will get faster over time, so stay focused. Aim to get fit.
I think you can handle this. How
No.
hard do you want to go?
Train with Somi. Okay. Oh, do I...
Keep it up.
Okay, so we have to
Nice.
push it when it hits the bottom, I guess.
Keep it up. Nice.
Oh, the
Looking good.
slight delay is getting to me.
Perfect. Keep it up. Nice.
Ah,
Keep it up.
the delay is gonna kill me.
Looking good. Perfect. Nice. Keep it up.
We did it.
Great
Oh
job.
no,
I'm so proud.
my internet. Okay, we're green again. What is going on? Nope. Nope, we're green again. Okay.
Let's do this again sometime.
Okay. Internet, please. Okay, so that didn't activate it. Maybe if I... Because when we went into the room... The ring room... That seemed to refresh everything and move stuff around. So maybe if we do that again... God, why is my internet... Why is my internet being such a butt today? If it was consistently bad, then yeah, I'd just end the stream. But it's like, it just blips every now and then. And I'm like, I don't know what to do about it. Because see, now it's green. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll keep going. But also, I don't want to like... I don't want it to go out completely while I'm in like the middle of something. There we go, we're now able to play Wyvern Ride. Panzer Dragoon time. Oh man, just look at that nothing. Now play Wyvern Ride.
Want to go for a ride?
In Wyvern Ride, you ride through a course while shooting floating targets. Try to hit special targets and aim for a high score. More courses will unlock as you progress in the story.
Which would you like?
Ride with Somi, obviously.
Have a nice flight.
Why would I not want Somi with me? Oh, look at him. It's time for Panzer Dragoon. It's more finicky than I thought it would be. Okay, we're definitely not getting a perfect score. That's okay. You don't even see yourself on the weapon. Man, can't believe Fire Emblem Engage is a first-person shooter. Oh, I messed that up majorly. Oh, thanks, Somi. Thanks, Somi. Thanks, Somi. Oh, jeez. I guess that was the thing Somi shot. Thanks, Somi. Doing my work for me. Well, that was the thing. What do you even get from this? Every other minigame has some sort of reward. But they didn't mention it. That was pretty lame.
Just what I'd expect from the Divine One.
S+. What do we get from that? Nothing? We get bond fragments, nice.
Until next
and
time.
Things. Alright. I may regret this, but I kind of want to do Lucina's Paralogue. Because... like, we've already seen the story for her, so we can skip past that. Thank you for the Redeem Sphere. That's probably Ike's Paralogue up there. We unlocked Lucina's first, we've already seen the story for hers. So I'm gonna give it a go. I am a bit worried about, like, yeah, Fort of Hope. That's probably Ike's trial ground. So we'll give this a go. But we'll skip past the dialogue because we already saw this at the start of the stream.
What is this place?
This appears.
Okay, we can just press plus to skip. Cool. Right. So obviously, Alea's coming. Jean's our healer. Salien's our mage. Anna's our axe. Alfred's our lance. I feel like I want a bow here as well. Actually, there's not really any units here that a bow would be particularly good against, I feel. Aside from maybe baiting out the mages. What does Fagado's res look like? Pretty decent, honestly. I might actually make Tamara our lance instead. Because Tamara has an emblem. Ivy has an emblem as well. And Ivy can heal and become a bow user. So we're gonna go with Ivy. So I think this is what we're going with for our team. Emblem rings. Everyone here has an emblem ring, right? Yes, everyone either has an... Alright, I can't use Lucina because... We're fighting Lucina. So I guess Aaliyah will not be engaging this time. Where's Ike's? We got an S rank here. Ranulf. So we've got Anna, Ivy, and Tamara ready to engage. Now inventory. We can store this, we're not using that. We probably won't use this. Actually, there are armored units here, aren't there? Saline. You can probably store your regular fire tom and give you something better. Because we have an L-fire. Probably swap out Wind for Elwind as well. Jean, you don't need Initiate Art anymore. Shielding Art. Grants Death +5. You don't need the torch. Then Anna. You definitely don't need that secret book in your inventory. An iron. Do we have any more hand axes? Alright, we haven't been using Boucheron. You can take his hand axe. And Ivy, you don't need 2 Thunder Tomes. As a flyer, you would probably make good use of a wind. Didn't buy any Elf Thunders, so that's good for now. And Tamara, you don't need that Seraph Robe. I'm just now realizing, on the previous map, we killed the bandit that was going to destroy the house. We didn't actually visit the house. So I didn't get whatever item I would have gotten from it. I'm an idiot. Oops. Oops. So she has a javelin and a silver lance. Rider's Bane isn't going to be particularly useful on this map, but I'm going to give it to her anyway. Just so like I don't forget for later maps or whatever. She can only use lances. Alright. We'll save. Let's give it a try.
Don't hold back. Strengthen our bond. Fight with everything you've got.
Alier. Now I am concerned about those staircases. Oh, this is the music from Awakening.
Here goes.
Here I go.
Going right down the middle probably isn't the best option, but we'll see who actually decides to move. Need a soundboard saying your name so you can press it every time it pops up. Oh, they do move. Okay. I know it's not I know it's not really the same thing as what you were suggesting, but I've been thinking about looking into setting up like sound alerts and whatnot. That might be something for the future. Keep an eye on how far these guys can move. Oh, this one's a mage while this one's a sage. Sure, let's get John to kill him. Why not? Shove the new John. Wham. And as for you... a 90% chance. I'm gonna risk it. There we go.
Thanks for the business.
So as long as I just keep, like, luring them across like this, I think we should be okay. I don't need a second iron axe. Don't worry, I am here to lend my support. Oh boy, more coming. Hey. Alright, let's see what we can do. Unhighlight these. Highlight these guys. Anything that steps in the range of the mages is going to have to deal with these armored men. My brain processed that A as an O. Right, Anna can take down that mage. Actually, can you... You can just straight up kill this dude. Alright. Maybe I should have had Anna go the other way then.
I will not forget your loss.
Can we reach the other dude with... We can, but can we kill him is the question. We cannot. Okay. Tamara... If we engage, we get the hammer.
Emblem, engage!
So we'll get attacked first, but that's okay.
Better to act than to worry.
Now this is going a lot more smoothly. So yeah, that was what I was missing. I needed to promote my units, and I needed to buy new equipment.
Thanks.
We're all good now. I am still concerned about these staircases though. This feels like it's going way too simply and like there are way too few units. But maybe that's just a result of them pulling Lucina's Bond map from so early in Awakening.
I fight for my friends.
Oh, Jean can actually reach him. Can he kill though? He can! Get him, Jean! Now, I don't mind if there's going to be reinforcements, but I do hope that if there are, it's not ambush spawns. I don't actually know if I'm using that term correctly. My understanding of ambush spawns are units that, like, reinforcements that appear on the map and then can act in the same turn. Regular reinforcements, they appear at the end of the turn, so they don't get a chance to act. Ambush spawns are just mean.
I won't forget
Because
you.
there's no way to react to them unless you already knew they were coming. So we haven't seen that in this game, but I'm hoping that we won't see it. Alright, come at us, Lucina. She's not going to approach, of course she isn't. Who has the highest defense? 16, 8, 11, 19. Let's Great Ether. We'll lure Lucina over and then Great Ether her. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. Assuming Lucina doesn't one round KO. Here she comes. She does nothing. Maybe I was worried for nothing. Oh boy. Reinforcements.
Don't stand in my way.
Great Ether! Boom. Nice, nice. So is this... Okay, so this is just defeat the boss. So we're probably not going to worry about these dudes at the edges, because like Lucina's right here and we can just KO her outright. Especially if we do this.
I'll help. I can go on.
There's a good chance that I had nothing to worry about in this map and I was just scared for no reason. We got a dagger. And now because she's been... Oh, she actually has higher res than death. Okay. It's still funny to me that...
You won't win just by standing there.
It's still funny to me that heckin' Folkvanger, the bonus weapon you get from playing the mobile game is stronger than the main character's signature weapon.
Your stance has no openings. I don't see how I could hit you no matter where I strike.
You sure about that?
Doubt will only dull your attacks. Trust in yourself and come at me with everything.
Gotta push the true main game of the series somehow.
Understood. Here I come.
I mean, that's why Veronica's in the DLC. Yeah, we're gonna be absolutely fine. Not even gonna worry about the dudes at the side. Oh wait, she's using a bow. She can't attack us anyway.
I'll help. So strong.
Honey, this is why you're supposed to be a sword fighter. Hey, level 2. Let's go, we did it. Jean was the MVP, let's go.
I lost. Your combat skills have grown admirably.
Alir.
Compared to when we first met, you've grown strong and become a formidable opponent.
Thank you. It is in no small part because of your guidance, Lucina.
Such kind words. If I helped you at all, then I couldn't be happier. There's a lesson there, you know. What one person can achieve on their own is limited.
I agree. I couldn't have come this far by myself. Everything I've accomplished has been thanks to those who have fought beside me.
I'm relieved to hear that. I feel my friends close by even now. Their spirits live on in me.
Their spirits live on.
The power of my bonds with them helped us to change a hopeless future. The same as you are now, with your own allies.
You're one of those allies, Lucina, aren't you?
Of course. I'll fight with you until the very last.
Then we can't lose, no matter what the world sends our way.
You're right. Our bonds are far stronger than destiny.
Well, that was nice. Oh, there's more? Max bond level unlocked. Okay. So we can now go further than what the previous maximum was, I guess. Probably. I guess that's how it works, maybe. I don't know. The game doesn't explain this shit.
Excellent.
Well done. You're sure to carve out Well done. You're sure to carve out a bright, hope-filled future. I'll be with you all the way. Thank you, Lucina. Anything else? There are some items. Does it let us actually interact with the stairs? No, it blocks us off. It's like, does it let us go down the stairs? I should have known. You can see on the map that it's blocked off. Well, that was fun. I'm not sure if we're going to do another map. Because, like, that was a quick one, but also, we started a bit late. So, like, we've been going for almost 3 hours. Three-hour stream, that... You say that like it's something special. That's how long my streams usually are. Or at least they used to be before I started, like, ending things earlier or whatnot. Here's the item. So I think we'll go around and do the stuff in the Somnial. That'll probably take us up to the 3-hour mark. We can end off. Is there something here? No, there was not. Alright, what does the camel give us? The camel gives us spices. Okay. That's interesting. There's conversation. Oh, right. Wait. Okay, no, yeah, I did go around and speak to everyone. No, I spoke to Marin. I completely ignored Tamara and Panette. Oops.
Well now.
Divine One, is this your home? I shall wait here patiently for you to gird yourself for battle. Oops. So I think next time either we'll have a look at Lynn's paralogue, or we'll just progress them. Actually, no. Next time, all of the DLC emblems will be released, so we might have a look and see how difficult the DLC stuff is. Because I want to get Veronica. I am a certified heroes enjoyer. He's so cute. Even if I have no idea what his deal is, he's still very cute. Hey, you want an apple? You like apples? Still such an odd inclusion, but oh well, I'm here for it. Rare fruit. Oh, but yeah, we already spoke to Ike and Marin, but we didn't speak to Tamara or Panette. I don't think Tamara's on the map. Hold on. Where is Tamara? Ike and Marin we spoke to last time, so that's fine. She's just not on the map, okay. That's fine. Guess we won't speak to you then. Yeah, ideally, the whole reason I was like, okay, we'll stream Fire Emblem on Sundays was so that, like, if I needed to go a little longer to make more progress, I could. But then we started late and that messed everything up, so we're only getting 2 maps done after all. Though we did make progress in actually, you know, kitting out our units properly. Instead of just using our basic equipment. So that's something. We know that we need to give Yunaka a different emblem in order to, is there stuff up there? Can't tell if that's glowing on the map or not. Doesn't look like there's anything up here.
Hi, Divine One. Come on in.
So who are we going to eat with now? Because we've already A-ranked Celine. Kind of want to learn more about what Ivy's deal is. And we just got Tamara, so we might as well. No, not fruit, vegetable.
Okay, just leave
Give
it
that
to
a
me.
go.
These expensive ingredients make me so nervous. Hope you like it.
Lovely aroma.
It's some kind of herb, is it not?
Yeah, I could get used to this flavor.
It's really growing on me. D rank. Okay. Now, I guess we'll polish the rings, but I don't think we're going to do any bond summoning just yet. Yeah, hopefully next weekend my internet will be a bit more stable and we'll be able to get through more of the game.
Please clean it up. Ah, that looks good, thanks.
Just polish it a single time.
Could you clean that up? Good work. I'll ask for your help again.
I guess because I like Tamara saw more use in the previous battle, that like explains why his got dirtier than Ivy's. Because, like, Ivy did nothing in the previous battle, more or less. I think she attacked once.
It could use some upkeep. How does it look? All shiny and new?
Alright, then the support stuff. And we might mess around with the blacksmith a little at the start of the next stream. Let's do Saline and John. I want to see their A rank. There we go. Although really, I guess I didn't need to specifically use this stuff to do them, since I'm using both of them. They could have gotten it from actual battle. Sport up, but no new conversations. Support up, but no new conversation. Now we have some supports to watch. All of a sudden, we're back in the desert.
Ready to go. This meat is so yummy, it's gonna make your taste buds dance.
Wow, that seems like a lot of meat for the two of us.
Oh no, this one's for me. I was going to do yours next.
What? How do you eat that much?
Oh, you know, open my mouth, bite, chew. I won't bore you with all the details.
Wow, you're really something, Tamara.
What the hell was that? Did you choke on your meat or something? What?
That's true! I'm really something!
Are you okay?
I'm the Crown Princess of Solm, and I'm wearing lots of priceless jewels!
Ma'am, are you okay? For some reason, this is just making me think of frickin' freaking Apollo from the Ace Attorney series. I'm Apollo Justice and I'm fine.
Please, keep your voice down. I've heard that this area isn't very safe.
Why are we here then?
You can say that again. It's absolutely crawling with bandits.
Then why did we leave the Somnial to go here then?
That's why I'm out here like a nice, tempting hunk of lamb on a spit.
Ma'am?
Wait a minute. That was your plan? To use yourself as bait?
Okay, that explains it.
It worked, didn't it? Look, those bruisers have had their eye on us since we got here.
Who?
It looks like they're getting ready for an ambush.
Not if we pounce on them first. Come on. This ought to be a piece of cake for you and me.
Ah, yes. the conveniently off-screen bandits.
All right. But you know, a little heads up would have been nice.
Well, that was a thing. Next, finish off Saline and John's supports.
Oh, it's just not sinking in.
Hello, Jean. You appear to be hard at work with your studies.
Princess Saline. I've read this chapter over and over, and I'm just not getting it. My brain is too tired.
When that happens, you gotta take a break. If you wear yourself out too much, it's not gonna sink in. Sometimes you gotta stop studying for a bit in order to study better. I think. I was never particularly good at studying.
I know what you need. Here.
Is that smell my hometown tea?
It is indeed. I saw you struggling with your studies and judged that you were in need of a break.
Wow. Thanks, Princess Saline. This smell. It's so relaxing. It reminds me a lot of home.
Now, Jean, you mentioned once that you didn't believe tea could save lives. But I say to you that your hometown tea has saved me too many times to count.
Tea saved you?
When things aren't going well and I'm in low spirits, that's a sign that it's tea time. A hot cup of tea in these situations does much to lift my mood. Things tend to go better afterward, even if it's only because I've cleared my head. When the problems I'm dealing with are severe, is it an exaggeration to say that tea saves me?
No, I suppose it isn't.
It's one way to look at it, I suppose.
In fact, my own spirits feel pretty lifted now. Thank you, Princess Saline. I learned something valuable today, and it wasn't from this book. I guess, medically speaking, I can't count out the healing power of tea. Sorry about that.
You have nothing to apologize for. I'm relieved
He's
to hear
so
your mood has
British,
improved.
yeah. It's weird to me. Sometimes Fire Emblem will just throw in one random character that has a completely different accent. Sometimes it's a random side character like Jean. Sometimes it's one of the main characters representing the game, like Tiki. Who we will meet next stream, probably. Over the top accent, yeah. It's just weird to me.
When I get home and see my mother, I'm going to tell her that our tea is the best in the world.
If she doubts you, I shall visit in person to inform her that her tea always brings me joy.
Actually, if it's okay with your highness, could we have our tea time now? Drinking tea alone's no fun. And besides, I want to talk to your highness a little more. I'll get right back to studying when we're done, of course.
Nothing would make me happier. To be honest, I was in the mood for some tea as well. I apologize for speaking out of turn. Well then, shall we retire to the tea room? There's so much more about tea to discuss.
We have a tea room? Where the hell is the tea room in the Somniel?
Lead the way.
Excuse me? Looked it up and this is blowing my mind? What? Is his voice actor like not even British? It's Tails from Sonic? Okay then. Not what I expected. Like, I'm not as surprised that, like, the VA is not actually British, because, like, I don't know, it's Nintendo of America handling the localization, so it's understandable that they'd pull in American voice actors. But Tails from Sonic, that I did not expect. Like, the main one from the games, what's her name? Colleen O'Shaughnessy, I think her name is. Well then. Interesting. Anyway. Tamara and Ivy.
Hey, Princess Ivy!
Two very different personalities here.
Hello, Princess Tamara.
Look at us, huh? Two future queens hanging out together like this?
True. I will rule Elusia one day, and you Solm. Beyond our royal status, however, we appear to have nothing in common.
I don't know if we're all that different.
No? It seems to me that our appearances and personalities are direct opposites. Not to suggest either is superior, of course, but the differences are plain enough to me.
I guess you have a point.
I've never roamed my territory fighting bandits, for instance. I've never even been camping.
What? You've never been camping? Then you've never really lived!
As someone who has been camping before, I disagree. Camping is not for me. Although you could probably tell that with how heckin' pale my skin is. I don't spend a lot of time outdoors.
Walls and doors were built for a reason. I see little point in sleeping outside of them.
Mood.
You'll change your tune once you experience the thrill of sleeping under the stars for yourself.
Why would I...
Never camped before and it's gonna stay that way, yeah. Perhaps that's for the best.
You know what? Okay. It would be rude of me to refuse an invitation from a fellow princess. I accept.
Woohoo! I'll start preparing for the big day. Get ready to have the time of your life!
It does promise to be interesting.
And there we go. C rank. I don't think we have any bond conversations. We do not. So, we will save. We will save again to make sure it actually saved. And then that is going to be it for today. So thank you all for watching. Apologies that we only got through like 2 chapters. I wish we could have started at the usual time instead of like almost an hour later. But alas, internet be internetin'. Like it worked mostly fine once I got it working. We just had the occasional blip. I don't know what it is. I do not. Maybe we'll figure it out one day. But for now, we'll just pray and hope it works. But yes, so my next stream is probably going to be... Yeah, probably going to be next Friday, where we'll just do some more drawing. And then we'll be back to Fire Emblem next week, Sunday. And Saturday, I don't know. It could be Danganronpa, it could be Genosha, it could be Picross if I'm feeling tired or my voice doesn't feel like doing voices. Thanks for the stream, no worries, Theo. Thank you for being here. And once again, Star isn't here anymore, but thank you again to Star for the raid. Very much appreciated. So let's pass on that love to someone else, shall we? Let's see who is online. I don't think there's many people usually. Oh, there's more than I thought. Normally there's not that many people online as of a Saturday. Who do we want to support? I mean, I want to... Ayo? Wait, what is she doing? You know what? I always have trouble deciding who I want to raid. Because, like, no, I feel bad, like, raiding someone and then, like, leaving. But oftentimes there's just no one streaming that I actually am in the mood to watch, I guess. Sorry if that sounds rude. You can just end here if you want. No, we got more viewers than just, like, me and you. We raided yesterday. Let's... Oh, raid Miko. No. What's Irisu doing? You know what? We'll raid Irisu. // Stupid thing. I'm just trying to raid. Don't. Goddamn. So Irisu is currently doing a donathon to try and raise money for their bills. So, you know, let's show Irisu some support. There's the regular raid message, and if you're subscribed, you can use this one instead. Eventually, I will finish that other emote I was working on. And I'll update the raid message, but for now we're just using Turtle Raid. It's fine, it's fine. But yeah, I think that was all I had to say. Let's pray my internet remains good. Thanks for watching. Otsukame. Bye bye.